after the many suggestions from friends and family as to me making a YouTube channel about what I do with things like this, such as my 1991 318 IS, I finally decided to actually start. But I'm going to start off with something simple, just to try and get my wits about recording myself. I don't like it. But anyway, the first thing that I'm going to do is try and fix these windshield scratches. Just from the years of neglect, and I guess it's neglect, and not changing your windshield wipers often enough, it has scratched. But given that I can't run my finger over it and feel anything, I should be able to polish it out. Meaning my fingernail, of course. But anyway, this is a project car that I've acquired about 9 months ago. I only paid $250 for it, so pretty much anything I do to it is better than the way it was, as the engine was in pieces and not running, of course, and the block was basically toast. So it's something a little different than what it was originally. Alright guys, so after cleaning and degreasing my windshield, I'm actually going to be using a orbital sander, well not a sander, a dual action polisher that I use to also clean my paint on cars that are, a little bit nicer paint than this. But anyways, I'm going to be using that along with some Meguiar's Ultra Finishing Compound. No way associated with them, I'm just telling you what I'm using. I'm going to just basically shake it up a little bit and then put it on in an S. And I'm only doing one side at a time, just limit the work area. And it's actually rather loud, so I'm going to be cutting off the video feed here in a second. But you want to start it by just rubbing it around, so that way it doesn't fling it all over your car. Like so. And that honestly, that might be a little too much, but I don't really have a preference. Alright guys, so after using the dual action buffer, we're going to wipe it down because it's dried to a haze basically, and we're going to wipe it down and see what we got. It should be pretty clear. A couple of my buddies have used the dual action sander with Ultra Cut Compound, and it made their windshields look great, because they had the same issue I did with this streaking effect from old windshield wipers. So, now this windshield is the original windshield from 1991, or actually it was made in the 90s, because that's when the car was assembled. But, so it does have some pitting, but it does appear that I got rid of the windshield mark. There is still a little bit, so I might hit it again, but it's definitely better than what it was. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the driver's side, and I will show you that. And we're just buffing this off with a shop towel, just because I don't have a cotton rag handy, and these are honestly pretty soft anyway, or at least I think they are. And it's glass, it's kind of hard to scratch, so yeah. Well guys, I tried, and unfortunately they did not come out. They may be a little less than when I started. That's just glare from stuff I didn't get off. They might be a little better than when I started. The passenger side actually turned out pretty good. But, See, look, there's like nothing except a little bit right there. But it unfortunately didn't work like I thought it would. I was very excited to try it. I guess my windshield's just a little too scratched to make this work. But honestly, it's not that bad for being as old as it is. So I'm willing to live with it. It's an antique anyway, hence, you know, the inspection. It's road legal. But yeah, so unfortunately, my first video basically is a fail. Maybe I should choose a different first video. So anyway, as I already stated, with my first video being a fail, I hope you guys will stay tuned for more. As always with most YouTube channels, comment, like, and subscribe. There will be more to come as soon as I have time.